I'm turning on our Zoom recording as well. As usual, it's grateful to life, God, our creator, and our ancestors for creating this opportunity for us to be able to get together here on Zoom. And I just ask that the time that we spend together, let it be very productive and efficient, uplifting and empowering. Hotepe men ashe. Guys, thank you for joining us for the OFC Community Circle. And I'm going to start with a quick heads up that if I start to lag, you guys got to let me know, and I'm going to just switch to my mobile because Sahif, that I'm talking on here, and it's like, and we actually, while this is going on, we have a book club going on in this house as well. So my mother-in-law is also using up the Zoom. So, it is what it is, but we're here. I'm seeing you guys are seeing me, and I'm feeling real good. Um, so just so you guys know what to expect and what is happening. So this is our monthly. We used to do these on a weekly basis, and then we had slow down on the weekly basis, and then hey, Sister Nadia, long time no see. Happy to see you, Queen. Oh, uh, I'll, I'll just mute you because I'm hearing your background. Okay, good. Thank you, Queen. Yeah, so basically we were doing these on a weekly basis, then it got a little bit heavy, then we're doing them bi-weekly. But then we have to take a little pause because there was just a lot of new developments within the community, a lot of things happening, and we just didn't have the bandwidth. But now as the summer season is kicking in, we said, you know what, let's go and at least do one a month for the season. So we're going to be on the first Monday of every month. Some people who are more morning people are able to join us in the morning. Some who are better in the evening are able to join us in the evening. So we have two sessions, once a month, 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. Eastern time. So what will happen at every session is like we just participated in. We'll just start off the session, and it gives time for people to be able to join us with just watching some kind of motivational clip, usually about 10 minutes or so, just so that we could all raise the vibration and we all know what time it is. Aussi, nos rencontres, ils sont complètement bilingues. Fait que s'il vous plaît, gênez-vous pas. On va communiquer en anglais et en français. Moi, je vais parler en anglais, mais si jamais il y a de quoi que c'est pas clair, il faut qu'on répète ou il faut que je traduise. S'il vous plaît, laisse-moi savoir, je vais le traduire en français. So just saying, so our meetings are completely bilingual. So if necessary, I will always translate. I'll communicate in English for the most part, but if there's something that I said that it's a value to translate it into um, French, then it'll be my pleasure to do so. But please, everybody, always feel free and comfortable to express yourselves in the language of your choice. This session, different than some of the other ones, is open to everybody. So our businesses, our organizations, as well as the individuals. And again, it's because we're doing it on a monthly basis. It's just better we bring everybody together for that opportunity for us to be able to network and build with each other, and more importantly, to get to know each other. All right, so we start with a round table, un petit tour de table, where everybody has normally 60 to 90 seconds to do an introduction, and it's like your elevator pitch. Okay, so we give you, and it's a good practice for everybody who has not been practicing their elevator pitches. It is a great opportunity for us to sharpen, and we're amongst family here, we're amongst community here, so it is that opportunity for us to help each other. Steel iron steels iron, sharpens iron, one of those things. But anyway, the point is we're here to help each other. So we're gonna do our quick elevator pitches, introduce ourselves. But then also the whole point, oh, who did we lose? I think we lost Nadia. So the whole point is for people to get to know who we are. And then we're going to also, when we're going through our Tuna tab, I would like for us to share what we're currently working on, what we're currently working on, and if we need support, if there's any challenges that we're facing, any support that we actually need. And as we are a community, if you're working with somebody else who needs some support and you want to bring it to the community, you're welcome to do so as well. So gênez-vous pas, you guys take some time to think about, your elevator pitches, who you are, what we're doing. And then after we do our tool in the tab, we're going to have a conversation. All right. And the whole purpose of these things is, again, for us to be uplifted as individuals within the community, take time to build and to get to know each other, and see what comes of it. They're very organic. these sessions. If there's initiatives that come up from the discussion that need to be created, I'll make notes of them, and then we'll, deep dive, and then we could always bring them back in the following sessions. It has happened in the past that we've had initiatives that have grown from from these conversations into full committees, of things, committees that involve members of the community, and we build projects off of them. All right, so the sessions are very, like I said, organic, and but we are a community, and we are here to, see things come to life. Um, I think that's really it in a nutshell. And actually, well, during the summer, we're not going to really have keynote speakers, but if there is something, if anybody who is participating is interested in presenting something, that's something that you're able to let me know. You could give me the heads up and say, hey, I have this business, I have this service, I have this product, or I'm working on an initiative. So it's not only just for business owners, or heads of organization. As an individual, you could have a project that you're working on and you'd like some community involvement. This is the time, this is the space for us to be able to share it with each other. Cool. As a spiritualist, I will always do my best to also leave you guys with some words of encouragement, words of uplifting, maybe plant some seeds, to have you guys think of different things. My ultimate objective is to help you guys to maximize your life experience, and to be able to tap into your fullest potential. So however I could do that, that's always going to be my pleasure to do so as a part of this community with you guys. All right. So now, with no further ado, is my background loud? Are you guys okay? Are you guys hearing me? Yeah, okay, cool. Good. So now I would like to do our armsy tool in the tab. And so I'm gonna start with our sister Marcia because she seems super excited to dive in. Hold on a second. And I figured out there's a way we could even put a timer on the screen. I didn't have this before. Before I used to flare my hands on the screen to tell you that our time is up, but now I've leveled up a little bit and I found the timer on the screen. It plays music and everything once our 90 seconds is up. But, and we're a small group. And because we also want to take time to dive in terms of any challenges, I'm giving everybody 120 seconds. We have a full 2 minutes each person to deep dive. So on va prendre notre temps. 2 minutes is a really long time for anybody who really knows. So you guys know I don't even need your full 2 minutes, mais on est là pour ça. All right, guys. So with no further ado, Sister Marcia, thank you, and the floor is yours.
Hi, my name is Marsha Conserve. I have to learn how to have a poker face next time. Um, I am actually I love to be a consultant. I'm a consultant I'm a financial security advisor, and I also consult businesses. So my main thing is to give a full services, starting with the project of the business and circularly financially securing people. A lot of people start their businesses not understanding what they need, the amount they need probably on the side, how to make sure that if something happens, how do the business continue if something happens to them? So this is my mission. I'm on a mission for the next year. It's to actually make people understand how to, yes, it's good to start a business, but you need a foundation to build your business. And I'm all for it to actually teach people how to build that business on the solid grounds. So this is what I'm doing. I'm thinking maybe being the keynote, we'll see. And I'm not personally looking for something, but I also in a group that's called REPA. It's a French Afro-descendant ressources humaines. I am in the committee of leadership, and we're always looking for people that talks about leadership, that wants to actually come and talk to us. C'est tous des spécialistes en ressources humaines. A lot of them have a lot of problem climbing the ladder and stuff like that. So this is one of the things. If the keynotes, if there's people that speak about leadership, please contact me. We have somebody probably in September, October, but maybe for 2026, we might have somebody in the community that come and speak to us. It has to be in French, as the committee is in French, but yeah, let me know.
Awesome. And within your 120, music and everything. Good job, Queen. Good job.
Thank you.
And so that also, hold on, mind you, I did not master how to restart the counter. Okay, good. So thank you for sharing that. And this is conversational, guys. So as we hear something, if there's any questions that we don't have to wait till the end. Well, we do want to wait till the person's finished speaking, but once the person's done, if there's anything that came up and you guys want, you'll have any questions, please just raise your hand or unmute yourself. You could ask, for clarification, and different things like that. So for me, one, I did note that you might be interested in being a keynote, so I'm noting that.
Yeah,
We might
maybe.
follow up. I think that would be awesome. When you say you're part of a group for Jesus Omen, because I there's a lot of members who are looking for work, and so when I think when I hear human resources,
Mhm.
is it that you guys are connected? Are you guys a group of people who work dans le domaine de ressources humaines qui peut aider
Yes.
à trouver des emplois, aider à engager? Est-ce que c'est dans ce domaine?
Peut-être pas nécessairement aider, mais la personne peut toujours envoyer le CV ou quoi que ce soit. On a un groupe vraiment, c'est Repart, là, c'est vraiment tout ce qui est afro-descendant en ressources humaines. On est 600 membres sur Facebook à travers le Québec.
Ok.
Puis justement, je fais partie du comité leadership parce qu'on veut aider les personnes à monter, à briser un peu ce plafond de verre. Donc, yes, it's possibility. Sometimes we do get offers, like if somebody is looking for something in ressources humaines, or I think somebody is a carpenter, je pense that she's looking for. I saw that yesterday.
Mhm.
So yeah, we could have from time to time that je peux te dire que en ce moment, there's not a lot of openings. I don't see a lot of openings. There was a time where there was a lot of them,
Mhm.
but now it's not that open. But you could actually send me CVs, or if anybody looking for this, I could actually try to see if there's something open somewhere
Amazing.
in the network. No
Okay,
problem.
that's amazing. So then what we would do, we'd bridge them directly with you, and then you can connect them to the network, et cetera, et cetera.
Exactly. I could, yeah.
That would be great. And thank you for that. And vice versa, if ever there's things that your network is looking for in terms of support through you, you could you're also welcome
Yeah.
to, solicit the network.
Yeah, well,
Um,
is there anybody that has like come how to say that? Des endroits pour faire des événements? Because last year that was our main thing. On a fait affaire avec Repaf. I don't know if you know what this Repaf is. Mais on est
mm-mm.
toujours ouvert à peut-être trouver des endroits où est-ce qu'on peut faire nos événements. The last time we were like 30, around 30, 40 people.
Okay.
So see it, if people have space for us to gather, have our events, let me know.
That is amazing. We do actually, well, we have a relationship with the UNIA, and that is situated at the corner of Atwater and Notre Dame.
Is
For
there parking? Because people are picky.
very good question. Ça dépend quand vous faites l'événement. So it's like
Okay,
because there's street parking and there's a Super C grocery store across the street. So there's
okay,
like people usually just slide their cars in there, but the guest, but there's no, it's not a private parking lot, so to speak.
okay,
Mais c'est vraiment c'est possible. Like so far everything we've done there, we haven't had any complaints about, oh, I had a hard time parking.
okay, great. Okay.
Okay,
What
but
what was
that's
the unit and
it's
what?
UNIA. It's actually it was founded by Marcus Garvey actually.
Okay.
Yeah, and funny enough, fun fact, Malcolm X's parents met at that particular UNIA in Montreal.
Hmm,
Fun fact.
nice.
Okay. So yeah,
Nice.
all right, so if that's the thing, like, and they are like, we have an affiliation there. They're not exactly active members of the ORC, I have to say, in all transparency, but they're really cool. That's where we hosted our AGM at, actually.
Okay.
Okay, so
Thank
now
you.
you know. All right,
Thank
so
you very
that
much.
my pleasure. So good. Next up, and just to say, so Marsha is one of our business members within the community, and we're really glad to have you. Um,
Thank you.
Next, we have our brother Sadiq. Welcome back, Sadiq. Glad to have you on this side of the world. Please, the floor is yours. Oh, hold on, wait. Let me start our timer. Okay, at the
You
underscore.
and happy to be back too.
Okay.
Well, no, I know that for next during this month I'll be practicing my elevator speech, but okay, let's go. So I'm Sidik Sidibé. I'm originally from Cote d'Ivoire, and now I'm living in Canada, well, between those two countries since 8 years now. And yeah, I do a lot of things, but let's say that right now I'm mainly focusing on training as a consultant and as an educator. My main occupation is working at the Quebec Board of Black Educators as a coordinator, academic coordinator. And what I'm working on right now. Well, first I'm trying to settle and have a clear schedule for the summer because I have the bad habit of doing a lot of things at the same time. But let's say that the main program of the QBB for this summer is the Da Costa All Summer School. So I don't know if you have some children that need some summer classes or that need extra credits, especially in the English school domain. So we will be starting next Monday and giving classes at Dawson College. So that's it. On my part, I'm thinking and working on creating a tutoring and mentoring community. It's not out of my head yet, but it's on project. And yeah. Beside that, another thing that I'm doing is I'm a co-steward of an organization called Green Pill, operating in Côte d'Ivoire that work in like holistic development and sustainable development. So it's now what we call a decentralized autonomous organization. Basically, it's just an organization using the blockchain to work, to operate.
Oh, using blockchain, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Hey, my brother, good job. And now, mind you, everyone has 2 minutes this week. Next week is gonna be shorter, or next month it'll be shorter. So be prepared to shorten it. But mind you, we're breaking ice. We're taking time to really dive in. So thank you for sharing that. For the summer school, what's the ages for the summer school?
So it's from high school students, starting at Sec 1 to Sec 5. And one of the main thing is that we offer the opportunity to retake the ministry exams, as I say in the English domain. So if you know some students that, like some youngster that needs the math exam, the physics exam, or the history exam to complete their secondary, they can just register for it, or they can register for the classes the 3 weeks before.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. You were going to say something else?
No, that's it.
Okay, very nice. And the tutoring thing that you're setting up, you said this is just something you're now just getting off the ground. So you're now pondering it. Are you working with other people already?
Not yet, as I say, it's still a project in my head.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just trying to see what will be the logistic to set up a real community. And I got to say that I'm learning a lot from you on this part. Like, what does it take to create a community?
Awesome. Well, that's really good. So we're glad to have you here. Yo, you know what I just remembered? I was supposed to be somewhere today at 11 o'clock. How come it wasn't in my agenda? Because it had to do with the students. It was the inauguration of a center, an opening of a community kitchen. I don't know why that just came to my mind, guys. It's real life, okay?
It's only 7:30.
Yo, it's only 7. No, and the thing is, I've been looking forward to it. Why wasn't it in my agenda? Zoot. Yo, oh my goodness. Yo,
You're worse than me. Great, I found somebody worse than me.
Missy Tiggins, it's not even in my agenda. What is this? Anyways, I was so looking forward to it. Anyways, sorry guys, very off topic. But you know why? Because the woman who runs that organization, she works with a lot of youth. So right as my mental directory is going off and like thinking about what Barker's doing, she came to my mind and I was like, wait a second. I was supposed to be at her event this morning, 11 o'clock. But anyways, the point is I'm still going to introduce you to her. Her name is Sister Christelle, and for the summer school, it could be something beneficial because she deals with a lot of youth. All right. Okay, good. Thank you, Brother Barker. All right. And Sister Nadia, thank you for joining us. I'm glad to see you. So next I'm going to call on Sister Anode. Welcome, Sister Anode. Glad to have you with us. Let me turn on our timer.
Bonsoir tout le monde, bonsoir tout le monde.
Bonsoir.
Je me présente, c'est Anode. Je fais partie du board de l'OFC maintenant. So, I'm working with you. with all my heart. Et aussi, de mon côté, où est-ce que je me suis engagée dernièrement, c'est le côté financier des familles pour aider les familles beaucoup dans leur soutien économique. Parce qu'il y a beaucoup de familles qui savent pas comment gérer leur argent, ils savent pas comment, c'est quoi une assurance, ils savent pas c'est quoi un investissement, ils savent pas, fait que gratuitement, je me mets au service de ces gens-là, je fais le bilan avec eux, je les explique pourquoi tout ça. Fait que vraiment, ça m'a beaucoup aidé pour aider beaucoup de familles à mieux gérer leur demain. Parce
Mhm.
qu'on fait l'argent, on doit savoir l'argent qu'on fait, où est-ce qu'elle va, qu'est-ce qu'on fait avec. So, c'est ça. Je rencontre des familles, puis je les aide à mieux comprendre euh, toutes ces politiques-là de gestion de leur vie pour préparer mieux leur retraite et leur quotidien aussi. Comment, parce qu'il y a beaucoup de gens qu'on voit comme ils travaillent pour la retraite, mais ils ne vivent pas le présent. So,
Mm.
that same money, you know, you have to work with it, you have to understand it and make it
That's what's
happen
up.
for you and your family. So, c'est ça, c'est ce que je fais dans mon spare time, à part d'être une mère et puis travailler à temps plein en télécommunication. Et
Mhm.
puis, c'est ça, c'est tout. Un petit 2 minutes.
Yes, thank you, Queen. Well, welcome. And actually, I was going to say, see if you si vous êtes dans le mesure de mettre vos caméras, just so we could see each other, that is always good. If you are indisposed and you cannot, it's totally understandable. But it is good to be able to see each other because we don't get to connect very often. So it's always nice being able to see the people and to be able to connect. Hey, okay, good. I know. It's always good to see each other. Um, hey, good. And we get to see babies too winning, double win. Okay, good. Awesome. So good. Thank you. And thank you, sister. I know. And so in case you guys missed that, I know there's one of our new board members. She was recently elected as one of our board members. She is actually with our VP, one of our VPs on the board. So we're glad to have her with us. It is a blessing. Um, and actually, well, I don't know if I know and Marsha, if you guys were able to connect because I see you guys are in both dans le domaine de finance. So
I
I
was
am
about
gonna.
to say, j'allais dire juste avant ça, Anna, laisse échangeons nos numéros puis parlons ensemble.
Yay, good. 'Cause that's what it's about. We are here to
Tout à
connect
fait.
and build with each other. But what you're doing is awesome because it is something that it's a huge value for people. There's a lot of people who are trying to understand finance. There's a lot of people who are yeah, like it's c'est la nerf de la guerre, so to speak. Like we really need to understand how money works. Um but there's two aspects that you said that I think is really important. One is you do want to plan for the future. You do want to be planning for retirement, planning savings, etc. But you also want to live in the moment. You want to enjoy your life experience. So you need to be able to balance the two. So it's a blessing what you're doing. So thank you. And are you interested in connecting with other people in the community who also work on finance and where you guys can maybe share tips? They could give you other tips and tricks that you could share with other people. I know.
Of course, of course.
Okay, because we do have Sister Isette. Isette is also involved in finance. Well, she's new to the domain of finance, so she is somebody else. I had noted her for you as well, Sister Marcia, to connect you with Isette. I did write it down, didn't I? Marcia, no, I thought I. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, and Isette. So I'll connect you with her. And Clark is also our credit coach. I don't know if you had a chance to meet with Clark, but Clark is also awesome. So he has a bunch of tips and tricks and stuff as well. But the whole idea is let's build and support each other. I think that is huge. All right, good. So thank you. Thank you for sharing, Queen. Hold on. / Brother Clark. Good. All right, who's gonna be next? Brother Darren, our resident travel agent. You guys looking to go places? Darren is the guy to take you there. Blessings, blessings.
Hello, everybody. So I am Brother Darren. I'm a travel agent.
Oh, I forgot the
Um,
timer. Forgot the timer. Oh.
so pretty much, if you're looking to do a vacation, any type of vacation, flights, vacation packages, cruises, um, contact me. You might be wondering why you need a travel agent. What's the point? I could do it myself. But I've had clients where, yeah, they could do it themselves, but they feel more relaxed. They feel at ease when knowing that somebody's able to book the trip for them, to help them book that trip, to know that they don't have to be on hold waiting hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, up to 4 hours sometimes to speak with Air Canada just to say, hey, can you change my flight or can you quote me a flight on this day? Who wants to wait on hold? When at least you know that you can just call me, Darren, you know what? Can you check into changing my flights? And that saves you time. Because as they say, time is precious, time is money. So definitely, you know, and even an example, actually, I have a guy who's traveling. He has a 8 hour layover. He's like, my God, what am I gonna do? I was like, no worries. I booked him a lounge. Right now, he's having the time of his life, enjoying the lounge, not worrying. He gets to the shower facilities. He gets to relax. He gets food. He's okay in the lounge. So those are some of the benefits of choosing a travel agent.
Amazing. Thank you, brother Darren. Oh, you know, one thing I did forget as you're pausing. I guess we'll do it at the end for everybody. But when you're doing your presentation, you're also welcome to give your contact information. So if for people who do want to connect with you, obviously you guys are all on the OFC directory, so we could pull you guys all up by name as well. But at the same time, for those who might watch this after, oh, there's our 2 minutes. Um, yeah, if anybody might watch this, who might watch this after the fact, if we do make it available, because when we're deliberating between sharing these or not sharing these, because we figure, hey, if you're here, you benefit from it. If you're not, then you miss out on the opportunity. But at the same time, it is always good to just share. So, Darren, if you want to share your contact for people who are interested in travel agent services.
Yeah, so my contact is 514-907-8571.
Beautiful, thank you. And I had a couple of questions, and peace everybody who is jumping on. As you guys are hearing things, if there's something that a member says that you guys are interested in, you have some questions, don't hesitate. We're here to have conversation. So gênez-vous pas, don't be shy. I had a question. Do you also book Airbnbs?
No.
Okay. The reason I was asking because first of all, a little random tip or random information. The flights to Vancouver right now are super cheap. I don't know what is happening, but they used to be wildly expensive. And just recently, yeah, one of our members showed me that her flight was like $365 to go to Vancouver. And I was like, word up. Like, anyways, just saying. So anybody wants to go, but she's looking for a place to stay. So I am gonna connect her with you anyways. She's a senior. Her name is Sister Jennifer. She is looking to go to Vancouver. And there's something else too. What about packages? Because we have some members who are interested in putting together a group to go to Ghana. I don't know if that is something that you would be a good point person for. If there's a collective of people who want to travel to Ghana, for example, if that's something that you would be a good referral for.
Yes, I could do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna make a note. So when I'm connecting with Sister Jennifer, Jennifer, and follow up with Ghana trip. Okay. How far out can you book for? Like right now, we're July. Oh, we're in July? We're in July right now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, July's tomorrow,
July,
technically, right?
tomorrow, yeah.
July 2025. How far out can you book?
Usually up to at least up to a year.
A year? Okay, so 12 months
Yeah.
out. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Thank you. Very informal. And is there anything we can do as a community to support you in your business and what you're doing?
So right now, word of mouth referrals.
That's beautiful. Okay. Noted. All right. Good. Okay. Who is going to be Sister Nadia and friends? I love to see the babies. Nice having you with us.
Well, thank you for having us. I just joined. Unfortunately, the timing is a little bit off, but I said, let me try and make it anyway. So I'm glad to be able to make it here.
Thank
So how's
you.
the phone?
Good. So, all right, I'm turning on my little 2 minutes. So, yeah, so basically, so please feel free. Your goal just for you to be able to introduce yourself, let us know who you are, what you do, what you're currently working on, and how we could be of support or service to you.
Well, my name is Nadia Villemé. I am president and director general of a food bank. And right now it's the summer season, which is a little bit more quieter, but we're planning to have a few activities, barbecues, car wash. What else are we having? Barbecue, car wash, and also a garage sale, so that we could raise funds so that we can get a new fridge and some supplies for the food bank. So that's what we're doing, and we're trying to get our tax credit number so that we can actually start giving out receipts and get some real funding. So we're looking for help from that perspective, and volunteers are always welcome. So we're located in the West Island in Saint Genevieve, near Ile Bizarre, and that's it. Since it's 2 minutes.
Hey, yeah, no, that's hey, and wait, did the timer not start? Shucks. Look at that. Well,
Do I have
that was
another 2 minutes?
no. So that was good. That was good. But we get. I was down making. My head was down making notes. I looked up. I didn't see I was like, how much time do you have left? Where is the timer? Shucks. But it's okay. But so that is awesome. And so I had a couple of questions in terms of what you're doing. The fridge or the freezer, is it a particular like industrial kind of fridge that you're looking for? Or is it just a regular fridge you guys need?
No, we're looking for industrial freezers because we receive a lot of food. And
Mhm.
unfortunately, the freezer that we have is not sufficient, so I need to get another one.
Okay. And do you know how much you need to raise for it?
Um, I know that a good one is about 35. Like I know I could get one at Costco. It's about $3,500, $3,800 plus taxes.
Okay.
So
Okay. 35 to 3,800. And the garage sale, because I know there was a lot of people was or is like there's still a lot of people moving and stuff, and I know there's people who had items like that they just didn't need anymore. They're looking to just get rid of. I'm wondering if that could be a value. Like I don't know if you guys are taking anything for the garage sale and we just donate it to you guys and then you guys could sell it and benefit from that.
well, right now there's 2 ways. I haven't set a date, but we're looking to do it in August,
Okay.
before school starts. And there's 2 ways that you can participate. It's always by giving donations, or you can actually rent a table at the
Mm.
garage sale so that you're able to actually come and sell your items.
And when you say donate, so people could donate their particular items to you
They
guys,
could come and drop it off at the center. Yeah,
or they could get a rented table to sell their own things at your garage sale.
exactly.
Man, c'est génial. So that's a pretty cool concept. Okay, so August garage sale. There's two brothers I'm gonna connect you with. One, his name is slipping my mind right now, but I have him as Mover Guy. I'll know who I mean. And the other guy is Sean Frederick. I don't know if you know Sean Frederick, but he is the owner of Frederick Movers. But he's another person that very often when they're moving things, there's people who are just like, I don't need it anymore. So they would be good connections to know that they could bring it to a place where you guys could sell it and benefit from that. Um, I don't know if you had received the message or email from member services because we did want to follow up because I know there was a time we had discussed even creating a membership where members of the community could support by becoming members of the food bank and contributing even if we didn't need food but to be able to contribute. Is that something that you guys are still working on?
For the moment, because I'm in school as well too. I'm almost
Mm.
done my certificate. So once I'm almost done my certificate, then I'm going to be able to invest my time a little bit more in the food bank because there's a lot of things that need to be done. But
Okay.
definitely the membership is an awesome idea, and we're definitely interested.
Beautiful. Okay. And you mentioned volunteers as well. So, and this is something I'll share. We receive a lot of volunteers because we allow people to come and do their community hours with us. Sometimes people have tickets and different things like that. So that and what we do if we don't need it, we'll always see within the community if somebody else could benefit from some volunteers. So I'll make sure to let member services and operations know. the services / and operations that you can receive volunteers. Well, we would receive them and then kind of send them to you to do some work because I think that could be really cool. We actually have a young guy right now, who's he's anyways, but yeah, but mind you, sometimes with the older volunteers, I find they're a lot more reliable. Some of these young people, you got to really keep an eye on them because give them an inch, they're running down the street. You got to really becomes extra work.
Well, the ones that we get for the community hours, so far they've been great. They're very
Yeah,
dedicated because they want to complete their hours.
c'est ça.
But the problem is we're looking for particularly like Thursday afternoon to unload our truck, which is during business hours, and it's harder to find compared to an evening.
Okay, Thursday evenings. Okay, well that's good to know.
Well,
So
it's more Thursday afternoon that we're looking for.
oh, sorry,
Unload
Thursday
the truck,
afternoon.
yeah.
Oh, so that's a particular shift almost.
Yeah, it's a particular shift from 1 to about 4 or 5 o'clock. And typically people love to stay, so they end up chit-chatting, meeting people. They end up staying till like 6, 8 o'clock, which we don't
Mm-hmm.
mind. But the shift that we're really looking for is between 1 and 4.
And is that every Thursday?
It's every Thursday.
Hey, man, that is we could definitely share the wealth. There's two guys I know that especially if it's something specific like that, we could definitely have them do some hours with you. You just confirm that yes, they did their hours and we'll mark it off on our end as well. Okay,
I
dope.
have a question for Nadia.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yes, I have a question for you. The freezer, are you committed to buy at Costco or exactly were you looking for a freezer?
Number one, I'm not necessarily committed to Costco. It's just with the points, and you have some advantages of getting it at Costco, but I'm totally open to a different opportunity. But what I was really looking for is a 3-door freezer that you can actually slide, not necessarily open. I prefer sliding doors for this particular spot that I have, but I can work around.
Okay, because my husband works in restaurants business and stuff like that, and freezers, fridge and everything. He knows most of the time where you can get it for cheap. So I might ask him some questions and get back to you if there's something cheaper, probably better with a warranty or something like that. There's a lot of things around. I know one place in Montreal, but I don't know if they sell freezer. So I'm gonna ask my husband if he could give me more info, and I'll give it to you.
Any help we can get for this mission, we will greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Merci.
You're welcome.
And actually, by you saying that, you made me think of a brother Gregory who he fixes appliances. That's what his company does. And but he also comes across things where it's like, yeah, he gets them on the low because it's like, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna reach out to Gregory as well. Dope. See, this is what we're here for, creating these opportunities. So it's good. Thank you for sharing, Sister Nadia. And what's the best way to reach you, Nadia, for somebody that does want to connect?
My phone number is always the best. 514-699-8098.
Beautiful. Thank you.
And for those that need to know, the food bank is called La Maison Entre Familles.
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, you didn't say that. Maison Entre Familles. Well, that I know, but I'm not looking for myself. Oh, my laptop just gave me the battery heads up. Okay, dope. Awesome. Last, very far from me, Sister Aisha. And Aisha, we still have a donation for you. Actually, I have like 5 donations that I still need to send out. So as I'm seeing you here, let me make it a point. How are you doing,
That's
sister?
so nice.
Hey, yeah, of course. No, I was upset I didn't get to participate in the event, but I'm excited. I hope you're gonna share a little bit about it. So Sister Aisha, wait. I'm turning the timer for real this time. Okay. All right, good. The floor is yours, sister. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, hi. My name is Aisha Seawright. I'm a community organizer and mental health advocate. I believe Black liberation is something that will be achieved through mental liberation first, and uniting and supporting each other's mental well-being collectively. And so I started an initiative called Rooted Joy. And so with this, we hosted an event that we just had on last week, Sunday. It's called Black Joy Mini Retreats. Ode to Our Roots was that iteration. But it's a 4-hour kind of getaway from everyday life where we have a Black practitioner lead a wellness related activity. We have it catered by a Black caterer. And then we have a community building discussion afterwards where we link it to a mental health topic and talk about vulnerable ways in which we address the mental health topic and share our practices of how we take care of ourselves. And it was a really great event. About 45 people attended. Everyone was really satisfied, and I share resources afterwards as well on like how to manage your mental health and like different factors that are linked to the different mental health topics and how to manage them. Of course, I'm not a practitioner, but I'm someone who's been diagnosed with PTSD, and so I've been managing my own mental health diagnoses for over 11 years. And so I just share things that I've learned and like different books that I've read that have supported my mental well-being. So yeah, so we're a new initiative. We're always looking for new members, volunteers, and looking to create a board in January. So if you're interested in similar initiatives, then hit me up.
Unmute. Awesome. I gotta get better at this. Okay. Dope. Thank you for sharing, Aisha. Yeah, I have a bunch of questions actually. So one, congratulations on what sounds like an awesome successful event. And I strongly encourage everybody, if those who can, to donate just to support these type of initiatives. I think it's really necessary as well because you're bang on. I think being able to empower everybody from the mental health standpoint is huge. And like our minds being at a certain point, there's so much more we could do. So that is exceptional for what you're doing. Concerning your membership, how do we become members?
Well, I'm going to create a form essentially. That's something that I was gonna work on this week, actually. But it's going to be a non-hierarchical collective. So if you're interested in supporting the initiative, you could be a volunteer that helps on day of events. You could be someone who joins the board, which is something that's gonna form more solidly in January. Or you could also join the collective if you have ideas and want to contribute. And that's going to be something where we gather like ad hoc at the beginning, just because we just had our first event. So right now I'm writing grants to raise more money to pay people for their work. So I don't want people to be working for free, but right now it would be a volunteer endeavor if you do join. But yeah, everything's based off of all of our collective availabilities. So it just depends on your availability and how much you want to contribute. Right now I'm open to whatever people can contribute.
And can you because when I met you and you use the term a non-hierarchical governance structure, it was the first time I actually really heard that. If do you mind just I don't know if everybody is familiar with that term, but yeah, if you don't mind just explaining it to the community for those who might be interested.
Yeah, absolutely. So when we look at like colonialism and white supremacy, and we look at corporate structures, they're built off of white supremacist ideas, where it's the individual versus instead of the collective. Every man for himself, very competitive, very passive aggressive, very unkind spaces. So in a non-hierarchical collective, instead of there being one boss who tells everyone what to do, everyone has authority. So if you are contributing labor, then you get a say in how that labor gets to be done and like how the direction of the work gets to be done overall. So we'll have meetings, we'll make decisions together, essentially kind of like how a board functions. It's not one board member who makes all the decisions together. Although there will be someone who kind of like leads the meeting. So because I founded the initiative, then I would lead the meeting and I would kind of direct what topics we could decide. And what we can decide together. But essentially, it's not one person tells everyone else what to do. You come in if you have ideas on what could be done, whether it's programming or how people should be paid or like where the labor should go. Then you get to contribute your opinions, and it's equal. Everyone gets an equal vote in how things are done. And so it's an anarchist approach to organizing. I've done this before in another collective called Midnight Kitchen Collective. They've been doing it for more than 17 years now. I think it's about 21 years they've been doing this together now. They have a really good structure, and so I would be basing it off of that structure that I experienced. Just because when I look at organizing, especially nonprofits, there's so many times that we reproduce the harm and that we hold each other to these elitist standards, and we are like, oh, well, this person's opinion matters more because they have more education. And it's whoever's contributing work, they get a say. Everyone is equal. And of course, there's people who have different expertise. Like I've already spoken to like different therapists, and like when it comes to like consulting on programming and like how effective it is towards mental health management, of course, their opinions will be like kind of weighed differently in terms of like the content of the programming and things like that. When it comes to how we govern ourselves, everyone has a say in how we do these things collectively.
That is really powerful, and it's very timely in terms of just like we're seeing how the world is evolving and things like something has to give, like certain structures have to change for us to be able to properly evolve as a species, as a people. And like the top-down approach just doesn't work. And like the OFC, we really strive on being a collective that would listen to the needs of the members and bring it from the ground up, so to speak, opposed to the bottom down type of approach. So that is really awesome. And I just recently heard of a process that I'm not sure if it's a value, but I'll share it anyways, where it's a committee that they meet. And again, it's a committee of the community where they get together on, in their case, it's either, I think it's a bi-weekly basis. But every week, like they make it a point to have like an agenda, right, that they want to cover. But every week the chair changes. So every week a person gets to lead the meeting, right? So then it really lends to that structure where it's like there's not just one head, so to speak. Like just to make sure that they document it, they usually have a person, that is, dedicated to make sure they're taking the notes and whatever be the case to ensure that they're able to gather the information and they can do proper follow-ups. But in terms of just the structure and stuff like that, I found that was really interesting. It's something that I'm looking forward to bringing to my board in terms of just when we launch different initiatives and programs, how that could work within our type of environment. So I think that's really cool. So I wanted to share that. And also, it's something I'll reiterate. I'm not sure if you were here when I had mentioned it at the beginning, but in these monthly meetings that we're having, I want to give you guys the opportunity to hold space as the keynotes. So after we do like a round table and everybody gets an opportunity to introduce themselves, like where we could give you like a 10-15 minutes to really present like your organization, present what you're doing, present different initiatives. So and your businesses and stuff like that. So for everybody, that's something I just want to make sure you guys are aware of. Whether it be Nadia with the food bank or Darren Travel Agency, even our brother Sadiq with QBBE, we got to figure out how to make that work. But I think that is awesome. So I just want to make sure that you guys have that, because again, I really feel what you're doing is important, and it'd be good to be able to shed light on that and be able to deep dive. And then when we do that, once we know it's going to be you and on the topic that you're going to be discussing, we could share that within the community as well. So we can let the people know, in addition to doing our regular roundtable where we're here to get to know each other and here to support each other, we're actually going to be talking and, we'll have a keynote addressing a particular topic. So if sometimes that could be of interest to somebody and they're joining just because they want to hear more about that particular thing. Cool. So awesome. So okay, we went through everybody. So me, I'm Pharaoh. Let me give myself 2 minutes too, because I'm a long talker. So so basically, so myself, yeah, I am the founder and executive director of the OFC. But in addition to that, I am also a spiritual coach. So I take real joy and pride and pleasure in connecting with members of the community to help them to understand themselves on a non-physical side, so that we could balance the two, balance our amazing physical bodies that we're in, and understand what we are before we became physical, and how we could still make sure we have a relationship with with both sides. So that is really what I do in addition to running the OFC. And running the OFC is a full-time plus time occupation, but my doing this does allow me to obviously connect with people within the community. So when members are going through different things, it does help me to not just help them from an organizational structural standpoint. If they are interested, I also make myself available to connect with them on that level as well. And I do it for members primarily. I do it for the general public as well, but I prioritize connecting with members. So if that's something that anybody is interested in or could benefit from, I'll always make myself available for that. Because that's it. If I'm going to be real honest, that is my number one passion. Like I found this organization in order to build us on that physical side and to ensure that our children have an economic structure for the future. But my purpose on the planet is to help those who are waking up spiritually to just navigate. Because sometimes your consciousness kicks in before your actual logic does. So things are just happening to you, and you're not too sure exactly why. And so that's I'm here to help people with that. All right, good. See, I did it within 2 minutes. Sweet. Good thing I had a timer. If I didn't, I would have went hard in the paint, guys. Okay. All right, so good. So we've had an opportunity of having a tool in the tab. Now, I am going to double dip because I like I said at the beginning, I do want to give you guys a couple of nuggets. Well, actually, but before I do that, let me just share just a couple of quick community updates in terms of things that's going on within the community. And as I'm saying this, if there's things that you guys are like, oh yeah, I forgot to share this, it'll be an opportunity as well for you guys to share quick updates. So some little fun facts within the OFC. So we're in the process of moving to NDG. So that is going to be like we were in Ville Saint Laurent, now we're moving to NDG. So that we're really excited about. We're working with a member of the community who is in who has a triplex. So we're going to have units that we're going to have available for rent too, for people who are in need of housing. We're ensuring that they're affordable. We're renting bedrooms, so to speak. So we're helping to manage her facility. And if everything works out, then we're also going to become like owners of this property, which would be really cool. But right now we're taking it one step at a time. And as of now, we're managing the unit. So we have 8 units that are going to be available as of August. And the rent for those are going to be between $750 to $800 a month, and it includes the hydro, includes the internet, and so for there's a lot of people who are trying to find spaces, so we're really happy to be able to offer that to the community. So that's a little fun fact there. Also, for you guys, just to remind you guys, every week we have our podcast radio, and we've been doing a series over the last couple of weeks where we have the board members. We have interviewed all our board members, and we're giving them an opportunity to introduce themselves to you guys. So I strongly encourage you guys to tune in. We're on every Thursday morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. But if you don't catch it then you could also just chime in. You could go to the website, all the archives are there, so you could go back and listen to all the interviews. So that's really fun to be able just to connect. Also, just a reminder that the platform is for you all in terms of businesses, organizations, We are here that it is to give you guys a voice within the community. So as needed, please reach out to us if you want to get an interview, if you want to get on. The platform is for you guys to be able to do that. We have our healing retreat. The season, it is retreat season. Again, that is the space for you guys in terms of members of the community. We strongly encourage that you take some time as a family to unplug and go there. We do make it available and accessible to the members, meaning you could let us know what you could afford, and we're very flexible. Our space is your space, so we do want to make sure that the members are getting the opportunity to use it and just benefit from it. If there's people who are outside the community, obviously we do rent it as well. It's kind of like an Airbnb. So we do rent it to people as well, but we do prioritize members. And just so you guys know, if you want to do like a workshop, you want to do a retreat, you're also welcome to use the space for those type of things as well. And the other thing we just started doing, I'm not sure if you guys had a chance to tune in and check it out, but once a week, I just put out a quick little broadcast where it's the OFC Good News, where we bring you good news, good vibes in under 5 minutes. So that we use that opportunity as well, just to share. So if you guys have something going on, something that you want to let the community know, as long as I could get it technically by latest Tuesday, because I try to get them in the night before, and I put them out usually on Wednesdays. So if you guys have something you want to put out, we'll always plug it. If we miss the window to put it out in the video, we also can plug it into the newsletters for you guys as well. All right, so those are just some of the little things going on within the OFC. Oh, before I forget, we also have the 19th of July. If you guys are available, we have a table for the WestCan Gala. So WestCan is a folk performing company. They do Afro-Caribbean drumming and dancing and stuff like that. And they're celebrating 44 years and they're having a gala. So it's going to be like a dinner banquet with a performance. And actually they have a group coming in from Trinidad, Belmont, Freetown, to perform at this event. It's going to be amazing. We went to Trinidad to watch them perform and it was well worth the trip. So just to tell you guys now, they're coming here and it's going to be amazing. And yeah, but bless WestCan because they really it's at a banquet hall. It's going to be, I can't remember how many courses, but everyone's going to be fed and you're going to have an amazing entertainment. But the price of the tickets, it's like $150 for the ticket, include that's everything. And when you join the OFC table, it's only $135 because we got a table and we're just splitting it amongst the people who are going to be participating. I think we have maybe 3 or 4 seats left at our table. So if anybody's interested, the sooner you can let me know, the better. Then I could put your name down because once they're gone, they're gone. And there's not actually a lot of tickets left. And I have to say, I don't know if you guys are participating in any other banquets that's happening in the city. Like we've paid up to $350 for a ticket for banquets that they're hosting here. And just to tell you, so WestCan is really about the people. So they really they wanted to just make sure they're covering the cost of hosting the thing, and so, but just to tell you the type of entertainment you're gonna get at this thing and the food, and for the price, I definitely recommend. And if you can't come and you still just want to support WestCan, just let us know because even giving them a donation just to encourage what they're doing, I think it's it'd be greatly appreciated and yeah, just a blessing all around. Okay, so that is it for quick community updates. Thank you guys for that. So just and let me see the time. I think we're doing good for time. Yeah, okay, we're winding down. And actually, sorry, I just want to give you guys the floor. Was there any questions about anything I said, or did anybody have anything that they forgot that they wanted to mention or plug? Everybody's good.
I have
Okay.
a question.
Yeah.
So actually 2 questions. One of them was for that the garage sale.
Yeah.
How much is the table?
We are looking at between $20 up to $25 a table.
Okay.
Sister, oh, you heard that? Okay, because sister, you sound really far away. Did you say $20?
I think she said between 20 to 45.
Between $20 to $25 a table.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's very reasonable.
Okay,
Other question, Brother Darren?
And then the other question would be The health retreat facility. Where is that?
It's in a little town called Saint Justin.
Mm-hmm.
So we're about an hour, hour and a half east of Montreal. So you take the 40 east and you drive all the way down to exit 155. That's what it's like. Yeah, it's that's it. It's 40 east. We're a little bit after Joliet. And yeah, so that's a space there. We have a tiny house. We have a 4-season growing dome that we haven't started growing food in yet. We actually have our hot tub in there. And it's terrible. But eventually we're gonna grow food. But it's the struggle is real. Okay, to find somebody who could actually be out there to maintain what we're growing, that has been the biggest struggle. But anyways, I digress. And there's the cottage. So we could accommodate 10 people sleeping inside. And then we have the campground where we've had up to like 60 or 70 people camping. It was pretty awesome. Just tents everywhere and just music playing, and yeah, it was pretty fun vibes. Okay, so that is that. Did you have any other questions, brother?
Just so like if we're interested in like costs and finding out that information.
Yeah, like so the norm is usually $500 for the weekend, for ORFC members to get the grounds. But again, that's the like call it the price in under quotations. But again, our space is for the members. So like if you let us know you're looking for the space for the weekend, this is what you could afford. You want to go by yourself, you want to unplug, you want to go up with your family, cool. We're super flexible. Like we'll never, like as long as it's available, we'll make
Mhm.
we'll accommodate, like that's guys, it's a community space. Okay. So that's
Okay,
cool.
perfect.
Awesome.
Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah,
What was base rates again?
500 for the weekend.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Cool. The only thing is we don't necessarily encourage huge turn-ups there. Okay. It's not the place for party. If you are gonna have a party there, then we have to discuss that for real. Okay, like that. Because it's other logistics. We've hosted a full festival there once. One of our members, like 3 days, never turned off the music. Like right through morning and night, the music played right through. There was a bonfire that never stopped burning. It was kind of a mini reggae fest going on. But there's a bonfire that never stopped burning and the music never stopped playing. And God bless my neighbor. Her name is Jocelyn. Jocelyn came on like the third day and she asked like real nice. She's like, "Are you guys gonna wind down anytime soon?" It's like I thought she was gone for the weekend. To be honest, I didn't even know she was home. So I was like, "Oh shoot, you've been here the whole time?" Anyways, long story short, but just to tell you, like, yeah, we don't know, like, we don't have people who are close by, but the sound was carrying through the trees and she was getting it live. So she was part of the Reggae Fest and not realizing there was a Reggae Fest going on. Okay. So just so you guys know, okay? So all right. So just a quick little nugget I just wanna leave you guys with if there's nobody has any other questions, concerns, or comments. And it did stem off of the motivational clip that I shared. I shared it this morning and I shared it again in this evening's session. The Oh, shoot. Sorry, as I flip back to my first page, I forgot. I wanted to remind you guys, for those who are also spiritually inclined or interested in meditation, we have every 2 weeks we have meditation sessions going on with Sister Odessa. Okay, so it's actually there's one starting up tonight if I'm not mistaken, but it's usually every 2 weeks, Monday from 8:30. Is it Monday or Tuesday? No, I think it's usually Tuesdays. Sorry, from 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. So if anybody's interested, we have a spiritually focused WhatsApp group within our million WhatsApp groups, and we do all the coordination in there. If you're interested, let me know and I'll invite you guys to that group. But we're doing the meditation sessions, and this session we're focusing on our chakras. Okay. So the video mentioned something I found really powerful or uplifting was how often, or made me ask myself, like, how often do we celebrate ourselves? Like how often you understand, right? It's like how often do we big ourselves up? How often do we put ourselves on a certain pedestal? And I think that is worth discussing a little bit. Like one, just like why not? And it's conversational. I'm not here to be necessarily like a keynote speaker. It is more to have a conversation and plant the seeds and just for us to have a little bit of a dialogue. But so if I could put that question out there, like when you guys heard that statement, for those who did, and now I just kind of reiterated it for you guys. What do you think about that? Like the idea of celebrating yourselves, or have you ever celebrated yourselves? And if you don't, like, have you, like, is there a reason why?
I could go first.
Yes, please. It's conversational. Just everybody feel free to just chime in.
No, I do not celebrate myself. Why? Because in my head, I didn't achieve exactly what I want to. I don't celebrate the milestones. My son made me think about that. Like, when's the last time, Mom, did you say I did this? I'm like, you know what? I don't. Because in my mind, the bigger picture is not done yet. So I still have work to do. So I don't see the purpose of celebrating myself. So I'm very, very hard on myself. So yeah, no, I do not. Even my birthday, I hate my birthday. Yeah. Don't call me to tell me a happy birthday. There's no emotion there. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
that's me.
Yeah, that is real. I would and Darren, you're unmuted. I don't know if you had something you want to say, but I do want to respond to Sister Marsha's comments.
Yeah, go ahead.
So one, I definitely appreciate your perspective and just your honesty in it. Something to consider. And again, this is not meant to be any kind of religious type of thing. It's like I am speaking from a more spiritual standpoint. And it's definitely not to challenge anybody's beliefs or anything like that. But from my understanding and knowing of of us here on the planet, first, just you coming into life is something worth celebrating, just because, like, it's not easy just coming into life, so to speak, right? So just being here on the planet is worth celebrating, because the fact that you're alive, right? And there's something really powerful in gratitude. Like, gratitude draws more into your life experience. So just being grateful for just waking up and being joyful about that, your frequency already from jump is at a certain point where it makes things flow in a certain way, draws things into you in a certain way. So that, celebrating your birthday and celebrating just you being alive is big. And not doing it is big too, because it's like it's almost it's impacting you negatively without you realizing it. Like, it's almost like you're creating your own stream against yourself. You're going against your own stream and you're trying to accomplish things, but you are one of your own challenges. Like, you're creating your own obstacle just by not acknowledging the subtleness or your own awesomeness. Like, it's like, like, because you're not giving credit, like it's so important. It's really minute, but it's really, really important, because it's creative and it's attractive. And when I say attractive, I mean literally on a frequency level. So that is something that, I would strongly recommend for you to just like feel yourself, have the conversation with yourself, appreciate yourself, like, just because you don't even have to, like, there doesn't have to be like, according to you, you haven't, like, you haven't gotten to where you want to go. But that the other thing I could say in response to that is, when you came to the planet, when you came to being as an individual, as a spiritual being, you came here for the journey. Like, so you didn't come to just get to a destination, like, because in a spiritual realm, you create instantly, and it's not as fun as you think. Actually, it's to get having everything manifest instantly. It's not, it's like, there's no joy in that. So you literally came for the experience, for the ups and the downs, and for the building. So if you're like, I'm not going to celebrate until I get to the end, like, first of all, you don't necessarily, in your spiritual self, you don't even want to get there so fast. You actually want the journey. So that's why it's really important to enjoy the process, like, because it's funner, because when you set out your intention, so your intention is to get to a certain point financially or a certain point within your business, you in your spiritual self, it's created. You're going to get there. Like 100%. There's nothing that's going to stop you from getting there. 100%, you're getting there. Now, once you understand that and you accept that, have a good time in the process. Because it's like that's what it's about. Like you're here for that. You know what I mean? So yeah. So just I'll just give you that nugget. I hope it's beneficial to you some kind of way.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Anybody else have any thoughts about celebrating themselves
Yeah.
or not? Yeah.
Definitely. Well, I mean, when I think about it, and it's a good question, and yeah, I don't really celebrate myself as much as I should. Like your birthday comes and then you're like, people call you happy birthday, and then it's like sometimes, oh, it's just an ordinary day, and you're like, you're not even taking the time really to celebrate. You're thinking, oh, I used to celebrate when I was younger, or sometimes you're thinking, oh, that's for the kids, or that's for the younger people now. It's just a regular day for me. And then it's like you don't really think about it. It's like you're just so focused on doing what you have to do. Oh, I got to do this. Oh, I got to do that. Or I have this. I have that. And it's like you just get lost and forget about yourself.
Yeah, very well said. And I almost feel society does that to us as well, because society puts us on this hamster wheel almost. So it's like we get into these routines where it's like, wake up, brush your teeth, get dressed, go to work, do what you got to do at work, come home, take care of your children, do what you have to do. If you have a couple of minutes, sit down, watch TV for a sec, like veg out, actually. You're still not even taking stock of of yourself. And then let's sprinkle social media throughout the whole day. So then that keeps us always in another state of semi-distracted and semi not even fully dialed in. But that's really what it is. But again, like I was just sharing, like when we take stock, like one of the things that I make it a point to do as often as possible, I'll just go for a walk. Like my daughter and I will go for a walk midday. Like and go for a walk just for going on a walk's sake. Like, I mean, and you guys do, everybody knows I do a lot of stuff, but because I respect my spirit side. I know my spirit wants to breeze. I know my spirit wants to my spirit is here for life. My spirit is here for the trees, the plants, the breeze against my face, the sun in my eye, the sun on the back of my head. Like my spirit came for that. So to be fair to my spirit, I make it a point to do that. Right. And life rewards me for it, because it's like I'm showing that I understand the two. I'm gonna give my 110 in the physical, but I'll give my 110 to my spirit as well. And because of that, like it's where I'm rewarded for it. And it's something, I encourage a lot of people to slow down, because we're not here to get it done. We're not here to finish everything. Because I think I saw a clip with Will Smith and he hit it so heavily. I'm not sure if any of you guys seen it, where he was talking about as a multimillionaire, you get to a certain point where you have all the money, you have all the fame, you've had all the sex, you've done everything. And he's like, the feeling that you get the exact same feeling as the person who's at rock bottom, because you're like, now what? Like, now what? I could do anything. Like, now what? Like, so it's like, and so he hit it so hard, because like he hit it on the head, where it's just like, no, we're actually here to live. You're here for experiences. You're here for relationships. You're here to have conversations, and you don't need money for those things. You just have to want them. I just want them and value them and appreciate them and take time to do them. So that's really yeah, so that's really heavy on that point. But Sadiq, were you gonna say something?
Like first, I wanted to come back on what Marsha said, because I was this type of person that, like, I don't know, for no reason, I just felt sad on my birthday. And yeah, I think it started changing a few years ago. First, I heard a rabbi say something. Well, I don't know why I was subscribed to this rabbi newsletter, but he said, I'm going to say it in French. Le jour de ta naissance, c'est le jour où l'univers a décidé qu'il va pas fonctionner sans toi. And like that was really powerful.
Wow.
And, like disconnected from that for no reason since a few years ago. I'm really having great times on my birthday without doing anything. I bless and I thank my sister for that because I think it's since I started living with her. But yeah, it's
Wow, that's well
really
said.
nice. Seeing the people that I appreciate that show me appreciation, and I'm starting to enjoy my birthdays. And on celebrating, I think I became an expert in like celebrating myself, or just like I call that self like me consoler moi-même. One thing about me is that I started living like kind of by myself in other countries when I was 14, 15 years old. I started in Ghana. And the thing is, when you start to live by yourself, you do a lot of things. And you can't say everything to your parents, but you know the things that you deal with. And after you just feel happy that you finish dealing with it. So, especially with everything that came with the journey of being an international in Canada, like I kind of become an expert in self-celebration. And I can say that it really helped me have the best time of my life. And what you just say really resonates with me. Like you have your goals, you are going to get there, but it's about enjoying the process instead of. And I love being in this phase.
Thank you for sharing that. I love that saying. If you could find it and send it to me, but it's like the day that you were born is when the universe decided that it's not going to continue without you, or it's like wait, so it's not it's that wait, isn't it's not going to continue without you, or it's you're needed for it to continue.
Yeah, the universe doesn't want to function without you.
Beautiful. I
Very
love that.
people can say some kind of nice things.
Yeah, no, but that's
It's
huge
like
because I've had conversations with people where I help them to understand that just you being, you're contributing to the whole. Like you're contributing to the universe. You're contributing to collective just you being alive. Like you're the stuff that you do, like there's no flukes, no coincidences. Your thought processes, your experiences, you're contributing to the whole of what is life. So like, yeah, you matter, like big time. It's like you really, like you really, really matter. So that's huge. I love that. And it's like it's just for us to understand that it done really well, like we're going to be here for about 100 years, and that's if you do it really well, this life thing, and it's not long. Like 100 years is not long, so it's like why spend any of it in a state of like like why? It's like, anyways, I get really passionate about it just because it's like I really would like for everybody to have the best time of their life, literally. Like enjoy your time here. Like just know that you have such an ability to create, and the most important thing is just for you to pay attention to how you're feeling. Their goal is to feel good. Like you're not meant to be in a rut, you're not meant to be upset, you're not meant to be angry. Those are direct communications from your non-physical self communicating to your physical self through your emotions. So pay attention to that. And anytime you're not feeling good, pause. Like, why don't I feel good? Like, I should be feeling good. So if I'm not, I got to change something. I got to do something different. I got to go for a walk. I got to turn on something that's going to make me laugh. I got to take a nap. I got to pick up my cat. I got to do whatever you got to do that's going to raise your vibration, and then continue what you're doing. But when you're off, don't don't continue in that direction. All right. So I don't know if anybody else has anything now. Now it's 8:30. Time flies when you're having a good time, and I want to respect everybody's time. But if obviously if you had something pressing, you're welcome to share it. But if not, then I could close us up. Yeah, if everybody's good. Yeah. Yes, guys. I always love these sessions, and I'm always grateful when we have an opportunity to be able to connect. Grateful to life, grateful to God, our Creator, and our ancestors for just creating this space. And I just ask that life just continue to bless each and every one of us in our space. Bless you in your business, your organization, in your life. Let your life continue to be a light to other people, and send you guys well wishes. Send you guys wealth, happiness, peace, and joy. And again, just grateful to our ancestors. Hotep, Amen, and Ashe. Peace and blessings, guys. See you guys next month. Invite somebody, and just reach out if you need any support or any resources from the OFC. Appreciate you guys. Have a great night. Bye.
Thank you. for
Thank
having
you,
us.
Paolo. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night. God bless.